It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And coming up, we'll see the workhorse Jonathan Taylor.
He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Colts and the Raiders on Thursday night primetime.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And able to get this out to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
Partner, do we still count this as the holiday season?
A little bit of a gray area, but I think you can.
Okay, well, we just passed it, right? Well, the gifts keep coming to our guy, don't they?
They do.
I mean, think about this now. Clinch the playoff spot. Offensive player of the week in Week 16. I think he's going to keep going. I think he's going to keep firing away. I don't think they pull back at all.
Yeah, and everybody for them rounding into form right now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Richardson. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Still 3rd down.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here are the Raiders now with great starting field position. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
After the interception, here's Smith being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kwity Paye, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Here's Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
The false start backs him up 5. First and 15. They go play action with Richardson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darnay Holmes able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Richardson looking to throw. And this one is incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. The numbers for him from a week ago: 22 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Throwing now is Geno. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Now Geno. Eluding the pressure right. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Now they send a man in motion right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
He'll try again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Throwing Jones.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Now 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Shrugs him off. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Now Jones. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Jones.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Raiders offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you can see he's closing in on a rushing title, the league leader coming into the penultimate week of the season. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A 1st down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebacks for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Now 2nd and 9.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the 50, it's Smith.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
On the move past the 40.
And finally taken down at the 34. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Off play action. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks. Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Off the play fake. Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raiders offense ready to go. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Smith. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Jones throwing to start the drive.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, here's Smith. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game, and that continued with that first down run.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Smith.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A great effort there. 32 yards.
And the Raiders have moved out in front. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. On as the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
3rd and 4.
Now it's Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. On the left side, a catch by White. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Geno now to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The Colts getting another possession here on offense.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Off play action. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Taking it about the 16. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. From the gun on third down, Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Smith. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
72 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Smith.
Mayer there to bring it in.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the option right, it's Jones.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3.
A short throw pulled in by Woods.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Now a give to Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside. They give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Play action. It's Smith. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Smith's going to throw it. Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. The visitors' offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Connecting over the middle with Downs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now Jones. Pass complete to Taylor.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. To throw is Jones. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Here's 2nd down. Jones.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now. Here's Jones.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Las Vegas's offense back out there ready to go. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Here's Smith.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime.
And we have free football. Overtime, here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Colts who are going to get a chance to win it here first as we're back underway in overtime. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
That's complete to Pierce.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Now Jones.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know, when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4. Throwing Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez on for a very important punt here in overtime. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Now their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting? We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win. And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
89 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Now Smith with his first throw of OT. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yardage, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Geno. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Smith to throw. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Smith.
Toward the pylon, caught.
And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Again, Smith. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
So this one a victory for the Raiders. So for Las Vegas, they moved to 9-7 on the year with 1 game remaining.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts,
they drop a potentially costly one as they fall to 10-6 with 1 game still to play.
And they will look to turn it around next time out. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.